Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on last year's national champions, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will have the football first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn and the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top with a pick. The Cougars backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Bringing it back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Hill. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Washington. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Spears. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take... Check him out. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got it in the middle. It's Keys. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides the back on the option. The give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. BYU coming to the line with first and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Smith dropping to pass. Fires to the right. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught over the middle. It's Quinn. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. on first down. Here comes this offense. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He's past the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Cougars. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to... Turning it on! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. Got room at the 35. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. And the Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Catch in the middle. It's Quinn. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking to throw on 3rd. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. BYU right back to the line. Smith wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Spears. And they'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense changing the play. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Back to the line. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. Open space at the 25. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. BYU with the 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Touchdown, BYU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Takes it on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Leave Saves it with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Green. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith wants to throw. Quickly complete. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to the ground with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
This BYU offense set up with another first down. Going to the running game. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Anytime a blitz gets home that fast, I'm going to call it a lot, okay? I'm going to use this one time and time again until they find some answers to how we got that linebacker to the...
There he goes. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. He's going to throw deep right side. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Cougars have pushed it inside the 20. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. They'll give it to the back. Looking for the end zone. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Now the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Clinton. He hurls one deep down the left side. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. BYU has this offense clicking. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. BYU lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They've been outstanding on third down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.